So this is a Jake's hat. A Jake is, in turkey language, a 1.5-year-old bird. It's considered a teenage bird. Still is legal to harvest. Considerably less in weight than a male tom or a mature bird. In this application, Jake's represents the young turkey hunters. Jake's National Wild Turkey Federation. In 1998, I was able to hunt with, at then, the current CEO of the National Wild Turkey Federation, Rob Keck. If you've followed any type of turkey hunting, you may have heard of who he is. Some people are very fond of him. Others are not very, have very nice things to say about him. My experience with him was very nice. Now, this was pre-cell phone. This was pre-camcorder type, you didn't, like we have nowadays where you can record things. The county I grew up in Illinois, had a Jake's Day, a local Jake's Day. Bunch of guys and young girls and guys got together, and it was about hands-on at the local conservation area. We made turkey calls, the diaphragm calls. We did trap shooting. We learned about turkey hunting. I'd never turkey hunted before, ever. So in that turkey day at the county conservation area, I was selected to take part in the first ever Illinois Jake's Day, which was a combination of many counties picking one person from the same type of event that I participated in, and going to Central Illinois, where at that time in the late 90s, that's where the heavy concentration of eastern wild turkeys were. Where I'm from in Southern Illinois, wild turkeys, that, it's very scarce to see one or hear somebody that heard one gobble. Now they are very prevalent. Some say more than what they should be. So I don't remember the county, but I do remember my parents, my neighbor was a very avid hunter, so he offered to take me up to hunt for the weekend. The way it was going to work was everybody in that local area in the Central Illinois, it was going to be like at a conservation area, and they had teamed up with local farmers and landowners to allow the youth hunters to come on their property to hunt on that Sunday morning. We went up on a Friday night. That Saturday was like the workshop day, the get to know thing, what you would consider, had food and had presentations. So as you see on the hat here, I got an autograph from Rob Keck, who I hunted with, and Bill Jordan, the guy from the Realtree, the guy who creates Realtree camouflage. I remember, but I don't remember a whole lot on that. So they were setting up where certain properties were that you were going to hunt at. The one that I was going to hunt at was 45 minutes from where we were spending the night. Long time ago, don't remember all the details, but my neighbor was not intending to hunt with me, and I guess that was the disconnect with the information that was handed to us, that the guardian or the parent would go with the youth and the landowner to hunt that Sunday morning. Well, I didn't have anybody. I was prepared. I had firearm. I had all that stuff. So I got tied in with hunting with Rob Keck. At that point, I knew a little bit. I knew enough to know who he was. So met him. I had a camera crew with me. We met the landowner, the property owner. Went out that Sunday morning. Got on a couple of birds. Couldn't make anything happen. If I remember right, I shoot right-handed, so Rob was to my left. The camera guy was behind me, like not directly over me, but a couple of yards behind me next to a tree. And then farther, somewhere, over to my right was the landowner, who was also calling. And the neighbor stayed at the landing where we parked the vehicles at, he didn't want to have another person in the woods because he wanted me to try to get a bird. So Rob was calling, the landowner was calling, the camera guy was behind me, and I was on the bird, wasn't in the position in which I could harvest it ethically, and it just didn't work out. But I got to meet Rob Keck, I got to hunt with him, and it's a story, and I have images that I will always remember of hunting with the, at that time, current National Wild Turkey Federation CEO, and also meeting Bill Jordan, the Real Tree Camouflage guy. That's my story.